Combustion reactions are very important for air quality. So we're going to look into the effect of combustion on air quality. And the first thing that we need to understand is what happens when we burn a fuel. So we talked and we said that hydrocarbons are the compounds used in fuels. As fuels. So for that, we're going to have different compounds. And the one that we most likely use could be methane, CH4. So for a combustion reaction to take place, we need to have it in the presence of oxygen. And the product of every combustion reaction will always be CO2 and H2O. This is going to be water vapor and carbon dioxide as a gas. The oxygen is also a gas, and the methane or the hydrocarbons could be liquids or it could be gases. So remember, in a combustion reaction, carbon dioxide and water are always the product. And oxygen is essential as a reactant. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if this was the reality of what happens when I have a chemical equation and when I have a combustion reaction? So before we move on, let's make sure that our equation is balanced. So is it balanced? So I have one atom of carbon in my products and one in my reactants. I have 4 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of hydrogen, 4 in my reactants, 2 in my products, 2 oxygens in my reactants, and 3 oxygen in my products. Is the equation balanced? No. So I have to go ahead and work on it to balance it. So my carbon atoms are balanced. Check. What can I do to balance my number of hydrogen atoms? Since I have 4 hydrogen atoms in my reactants, I can simply add a coefficient of 2 in front of my water that has the hydrogen form in the products. And this will change the total number of hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms in this water molecule. So I'm going to have a total of 4 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. With these 4 and 2 oxygen atoms, plus the 2 oxygen atoms that I have from the carbon dioxide, I'm going to have a total of 4 oxygen atoms in my reactants. So I need to add a coefficient of 2 in front of my oxygen from the reactants, and my equation will be balanced.